All right, guys, we're going to start momentarily. So I'm going to discuss with you what fast English is, okay? What fast English is. Uh, Somebody wrote fast English. I don't know why. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute everyone for a moment. Okay. And so everyone is muted. I'll unmute you guys when it's time to speak because there might be too much background noise. Anyways, so fast English is basically a form of English where we don't pronounce everything. So we don't pronounce everything to its exact dialect. Hannah, hey Hannah. So I'm going to go through some phrases and some common words that we say in the States, that we say in America, that might sound not precise, not exact. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. So let me get my notes here. Okay, so my notes are here. So I'm going to go through first we're going to go through some tricks of how to speak quickly. So we're going to go through some tricks on how we, guys, so late. Okay, so we're going to go through some tricks on how we speak quickly, right? And what we can do to speak in a faster way. So one of the top things that we do to speak quickly, some of this is going to be like a repeat if you were here in my last class. So some of this is going to be like a review. So I'm going to share you my whiteboard here, okay? All right, and so I'm going to share with you my whiteboard here. And here I'm going to write a couple of things down. So ways that we can speak fast. So the first way that we can speak fast is this. Okay. So the first way is to use contractions. Okay. Use contractions. Okay. I'm not here to monitor the chat, so if somebody wants to volunteer to chat, I can't read Vietnamese, so you guys have to write in English if you need to ask me a question, but I do need somebody to manage the chat. All right, so the first thing is to use contractions. So where you might think we need to say the word I would, to speak it quickly, we just said I'd, right? I'd. I would like to go to the store. I would like to go to the store. So that would be I would like to go to the store. So to say it faster, we would just say I'd like to go to the store. So to speak it quickly, you use the contraction. I'd. Another contraction is he's. He is, right? He is. Is. He's, right? He is going to go to school. He's going to go to school. Okay? You guys follow me? I see some people, waiting room, admit, okay. He is going to go to school. He's going to go to school. See, the he is becomes he's. And there's one more contraction, right? There's one more contraction here. Is another one is, what are, right? What are is, okay. So what are, John Brown, Teacher John. Teacher John, hey Teacher John. So what are, to speak it quickly, you could just say, what are. So instead of, what are you going to do? What are we going to have for dinner? So what are we going to have for dinner? So you use that as a contraction to speak it fast. This is very all informal, just to give you guys an idea. This is not a very formal way, like if you're gonna go for a competition or something of that sort. It's just to basically speak casually, speak casual. Let's see here. Okay, another trick to speak English quickly. So I'm recording this so you guys will be able to view this on the YouTube I posted on. So I'm gonna erase this part here, okay? And I'm gonna write the second part, okay? So the second trick to speak English fast is this. Okay, reduce verbs. Okay, reduce verbs, right? So, for example, again, these are all very informal kind of ways of speaking, but they're very common amongst native speakers to say. Some people aren't as lazy as Americans when it comes to speaking English. So, for example, going to becomes, I have a question. So, who would know what a quick way to say going to is? If you guys know, by a show of hands, going to. I think the only native speaker that will know will be Teacher John. I don't know if anyone knows a quick way to say going to. So, the going to would be gonna. I'm going to go to the store. I'm gonna go to the store. So going to becomes gonna. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm going to cook dinner. I'm gonna cook dinner tonight. Gonna. Another one is want to. Would be wanna. I want to study. I want to study English. I see a hand. I see a hand up. Whose hand is up? Whose hand is up? I don't see the hand anymore. So if you had a hand up, you can put your hand up. Okay. So want to becomes wanna. I want to study English. I wanna study English. I wanna study English. Teacher John, I have a question for you if you're free. If you don't mind me putting you on the spot, Teacher John. You can't unmute yourself, can you? Okay, you can unmute yourself, Teacher John, if you're free. You have the power to unmute yourself. So, anyways, who is late today? Okay, so Want to becomes wanna. Going to becomes gonna. Okay? Have to becomes have to. Now, never ever write like that. Don't write have to. We're talking about speaking, okay? This is about speaking. I'm just kind of showing you guys the phonetics of it. But we don't write have to, H-A-F-T-A. Do not write this when you're writing a paper. It's about when we're speaking, so I can't stress it enough, okay? I can't stress that enough. So it's wanna, have to, gonna, and there's one more, okay? There's one more, and that's, okay, here we go. We have, we have the word gotta, which is, we have the word gotta, which is have got to, right? So we have got to equals gotta. So going to, gonna, want to, wanna, have to, have to. Again, don't look at what's being written. It's what we're speaking. Hi, Hannah, or Hannah's brother, I think. I can't tell who that. Hannah, yeah. Okay, so that's the second way to be able to speak quickly, by using contractions and reducing verbs. And then there's one more, and I'm gonna have you guys practice this one. This is the third one. It's you're gonna reduce the use of the word you. And so when I mean reduce, I mean it becomes kind of another word, okay? Like, let me see if I can, there we go. So by using the word you and reducing it, it becomes a different word. So for example, you have the word, what are you going, sorry, pardon me. For example, you have, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing becomes what you doing. What are you doing becomes what you doing right now. What you doing. What are you doing? And you're speaking it fast enough, it becomes what you doing. What you doing. Okay. Here's another one. Okay. Where are you going? Okay. Where are you going becomes where ya. Where ya. Where ya. So where ya going, right? Okay. Where are you going? What you doing? And it almost like you almost take away the N, so it almost is like going, doing. The G is very, 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 very light. You don't really say the G so much. All right, so when you're cutting off the U, I'm not gonna write much more because I really want you just to listen, and then we'll do some speaking practice in about maybe 5 minutes. Would you help me? So would you help me? Would you help me becomes Would ya? Would ya? Would you help me? Would ya? Would you help me? Would you help me do the dishes right now? Would you like to go to dinner tonight? Would ya? Would ya? Would you? Would you turns into would ya? Would ya? Again, I can't stress that you guys don't look at this word as it's written. Listen how it's spoken. Okay. Teacher John, I have a question for you if you're free. If you don't mind me asking. Teacher John, are you free? Hello, Teacher John? Teacher John? Ah, okay. I guess Teacher John has his mic unmuted, but not speaking. All right, so I'll continue, you guys. So another one, and then we're gonna go into some speaking practice. We might have to come back into the class. The fifth one I want to go through, and then we'll have a different class. Hey, Teacher John. You were in a lot of wind. Teacher John, can you hear me? I'm gonna mute because I can't really hear. All right, so the fifth one, the fourth one I want to talk about. We're on number 4. I'm going to kind of go through these quickly because I still want to get the practice part down. I'm going to give everybody the chance to practice. Okay? The fourth one is cutting off the T sound. Cutting off the T, not stressing the T, right? So for example, I go out every night. I go out every night. All right, thank you, Maria. I go out. Okay, maybe Teacher John is driving. Not good for him to talk. I go out every night. I go out every night. So that turns into I go out every night. Out. So basically it looks like this. It looks like this here. Okay, I go out every night. So I go out every night turns to I go out every night. So the T is not stressed. It's just I go out every night. I go out every night. I go out every night. So the T is not stressed. So I go out every night turns to I go out every night. Okay? And the last one I want to talk about, and then we're going to do some speaking practice in the second class, is cut off the D sound. Cut off the D sound. So when you're speaking quickly, you're cutting off the D sound. So for example, we have the sentence, I found a blue and white card, right? So I'm just gonna highlight here. Let me choose a different color. D. Oops, see here. So I found. I found a blue and white card. I found a blue and white card. Oopsie. Sorry. D. So I found a blue and white card. Let me see if I can. I found a blue and white card. So the D is not stressed. The D is very light. I found a blue and white card. So I found a blue and white card turns into I found a blue and white card. So the D is lightly stressed. It's not stressed. It's not stressed. It's just I found. So it looks like this. It looks like this, but it's spoken like this. I found a blue and white card. I found a blue and white card. So the D is not as stressed. So the D is very, very light. It's just I found a blue and white card. So it's almost like you don't say the D word. So to speak it quickly like we do naturally, the D is not stressed. The D is not, you don't hear the D. All right, what are we at in our time now? Because I want to do some practice. So what we're gonna do here, the second class, when we come back in, you guys, because you guys can come back in the same class. We're gonna go through some common sentences and then we're gonna practice saying these sentences, okay? And these are common sentences that I believe we all say, that native speakers will naturally say.
Well done, Mr. Grant, well done. Teacher Tim's gonna practice with the front desk manager while we're painting. We're gonna practice, man.
Yes, you guys can, okay, cool. So how would you say this, Teacher Tim? How would you say this natively, quickly to me and you, to you and I? Like, hey, how's it going? Pretty good. It's almost like this. You know, I would watch videos myself to kind of get it. Like, well, I don't even realize it, but how's it going turns into kind of like a Z there. So how's it almost becomes one word, spoken, not written.
Very nice.
So how's it going? And going,
yeah.
The G's not really said, just how's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
Right. How's it going?
Pretty good is like this. Pretty good. think about it, Teacher Tim. Like, you don't realize it until you actually think about it, right? We don't really say t, pretty. We say pretty, which is more of a D sound. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great, Teacher.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Good. I go, is that how it looks? Because I don't think about it. We're native speakers, so we don't think about that kind of thing. I had to look it up. I'm like, how can I teach these guys like a fast way how we talk? You know, maybe it's a little advanced, but it's still interesting to learn. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? So, how would you say that, Teacher Tim?
Do you want to go?
Yeah, it's almost like this. Now, you're going to laugh when I say this. It's almost like a, do you want to go? Right? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Crazy, right?
Do you want to go? Oh, right.
You see, if you think about how you're phonetically saying it quickly, it's do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? All right. We have some late comers, but we'll do another class probably.
Teacher Toto has arrived.
Yes, I saw. Thank you for joining us, Teacher Toto. You're missing a fun class, but you're just in time for a round 2 almost. So we're on the part of common sentences, how it's crazy to Teacher Tim and myself on how it sounds, how it's written the way it sounds. So please, again, I can't stress this enough, do not write this way. It's the way it sounds when it's the written way that it sounds when we speak it. So never write PRIDDY. You will get a big red mark on your paper. So I don't want this to come back to haunt me. Okay, it's just a funny way to phonetically hear how natives will sound, natively speaking. All right, then we have time for a couple more, and then we'll come back in. You have an option to come back in, and I want to hear you guys practice. If you guys want to practice, I'd love to hear James practice, and Hannah practice, and Toto, and Oh Boy, and everybody. Jackie, I don't think Jackie's here though. I can't see everybody. So next one before we get cut off is this one. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I don't know if Teacher Tim is still audible. So I'm not sure. That's when we say it slowly. But when we're speaking it in a fast way, it turns into this. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure turns into I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The T is not pronounced. It's not stressed. And the sure is sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The way it's phonetically spelled, or the way it phonetically sounds. So okay, some latecomers. I think people are okay. All right, you guys. So the last one, I thought I wrote another one. But okay, the last one that I wanted to show you guys. All right, so I'm gonna clear this, okay? And the last one I want to show you is this one. I don't know. Okay. Now there's many ways you might hear it in a fast English way. Okay, there's 4 ways that you might hear this. It's gonna sound really, really funny, right? So the first way is like this. I don't know. I don't know. Turns into I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So the T is not stressed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Now it's going to get even funnier. It's going to get funnier. Okay. Now maybe when you're with your friends or your family or your cousins or your schoolmates, you might say this. You might say this here. I don't know, let me use the color. You might say this. So I don't know turns into I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Or get this, Teacher Toto. It might be like this. Now again, the further I go down the list, the more casual the environment has to be. Do not say this to your teacher, to your boss. Don't tell this to your boss. This is do you know when you're gonna have the papers done? Do you know when you're gonna have our work done? You go, I don't know. That might be considered a little meh. Don't do that. Don't tell your boss. I don't know. So it's I don't know, or I don't know, or I don't know. And then if you're kind of like lazy, if you're very, 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 very lazy, you're very lazy, it will turn into this. Okay? And it's kind of just like a sound. It's, I don't know. So if Toto goes, hey, when are you gonna have a class? I go, I don't know. It doesn't sound like a word, but it's really saying, I don't know, turning to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think Hannah is practicing. I love it. I don't know. If your mother
I think
says,
it's really easy.
Yeah.
Easier.
Yeah, it's basically, that's why we call it fast English. So if your mother says, did you do your homework? Hannah can go, oh. Or, oh. Most commonly, I would say, we'd say, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It just kind of depends on the environment. Don't say, I don't know, to your boss, because it has to be like a casual, it's like, do you want to order pizza? It's like, what toppings do you want on your pizzas? I don't know. All right, hey you guys, class is gonna end. Please, everybody come back in. Come back in with the same code, same password, okay? I'm gonna end it. Everybody come back in, all right? Everybody come back in, all right? I don't want it to end in the middle of a sentence. So everybody please come back in. Come back in the class. Okay, so I'm gonna end it. Everybody come back into class, all right? I'll see you, Hannah. Hannah, okay?
Hi, Teacher Grant.
I'm just kind of testing this breakout room out. Okay, so the grammar king. Let's quickly go through some of these phrases, okay? And you guys can just follow me and repeat after me. All right?
Yes.
And I'll try to go to other rooms. I don't think it's working the way I like it to. Okay, so some common sentences we'll go through. Okay, I won't. So some common sentences we'll go through really quickly, and then you guys can practice them, okay? So, hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. So when you're speaking a little faster, it's, hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, exactly. Okay?
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And the second one.
Pretty good.
Very good, very good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good,
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty
The
good.
T becomes a D. It's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty
Wow.
good.
Pretty
Yeah, don't
good.
think about the T too much when you're speaking. It's like, how's it going? It's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
How's
Because
it
the
going?
T
Pretty
turns
good.
into yeah, the T
Pretty
turns
good.
into a D, to a double D.
Pretty
Alright.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah. I might have to just go out of the break rooms and make everyone come back. Okay, the second one. Do you want to go? Sorry, do you want to go? Turns into, do you want to go? Do you want to go?
Do you wanna go?
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
wanna go?
Exactly.
Do you wanna go?
Exactly.
Do you wanna
Alright.
go?
No,
you
no.
wanna
Do you
go?
wanna go?
Very good, very
Do
good.
you wanna go? Yeah.
Yeah, Teacher Grant, just testing the breakout room. Did you guys talk? Did you guys talk to each other or no? Were you guys too shy? Okay.
Yeah, I talked to Toto.
I know. Oh yeah, I was in the room with you. But I don't know about the others. You're the only room I'm in. So the first one is, hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Good. So when you're speaking it a little faster, it becomes like this. It's, hey, how's it going? Pretty good. How's it going? How's it going? Pretty good.
How's it going? Pretty good. How's it going? Pretty good.
All right. Teacher
Hey,
Hannah,
how's
you
it
want to
going?
try? How's it going? Pretty good. You can give it a try, Hannah. Show off your English, Hannah. Don't be shy. How's it going? Pretty good. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Hey,
How's it going?
how's it going?
Pretty good.
Very good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, Hannah. Very good. Okay, everyone is unmute free, so you guys are free to practice. I'm leaving open mic, you guys, to keep practicing, all right?
I won't try, teacher.
Sure.
Thank you for your lessons. Okay.
Sure. Open mic, you
How's
guys.
it going? Pretty good.
Not.
Hey,
pretty good.
how's it going? I'm pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Hey,
Or
how's
just work
it
as
going?
pretty good.
I'm
You don't even have to
pretty
say I
good.
am. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Because we're talking about fast English, right? We're thinking how we speak casually to our friends, maybe to our teachers, to our co-workers. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Yeah. So,
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
How's it going?
yeah.
Very good.
Good job, you
Very
guys.
good.
Good job.
How?
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Good job, you guys. Good job. All right, the second one. The second one is this one. Okay. Do you want to go? So I'm speaking it slowly. Now hear me carefully. So do you
wanna go?
want to go? But it turns into, do you want to go? Do you want to go?
Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go?
Do you wanna go?
Yes.
Do you wanna go?
Yes. Yes.
Do you wanna
Do you
go?
want to
So
go?
you could add to that.
Does
Like,
it want
do you want to go to the park? Do you want to go to school? Do you want
Do you wanna go to school?
Yeah.
Do you wanna go to school?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to school?
Yeah.
Do
Or
you wanna
whatever
go
you
to
wanna
school?
add. Like, do you want to go out to dinner? Do you want to go to the park? Do you want to have dinner?
Do you wanna go to park?
Yeah, to the park. Yeah. Exactly. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Yeah. Good
Do
job.
you wanna go? Dar? Do you
Exactly.
wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you
Do you want to go?
Yes.
Do you wanna-
Yes. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Yes, I do.
you wanna
No, I
go?
don't. Yeah.
Does it want to go?
Yeah. All right. So the third one. Good job, you guys. Good job. I love the participation. It's perfect. So the third one, you guys, is I'm going to say it slowly and then I'll speak it in a fast way. And that's the one I want you to practice. Or you can kind of mouth it slowly and then fast. So the third one is I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Not
So-
sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure turns into I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
not
I'm not sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I'm
sure.
not sure.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Not
sure.
sure.
Yes.
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Not sure. I'm
I'm
not
not
sure.
sure.
Very good, very good, very good.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Yes. Very
I'm
good,
not
very
sure.
good. Good job.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's basically
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So remember the way that I'm kind of teaching you guys to speak is not the way we're gonna literally write it out, right? Because I'm not sure. I apostrophe M N O T space S U R E turns into not sure is N O hyphen sure SHUR, but you don't write it like that, right? Okay, the fourth one. As we kind of already practiced, I won't go too far on this one because I want to give you guys another sentence after this. Is I don't know, which can be as silly as I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, or I don't know. Yeah. Or like that. That's fine too.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I
I don't know.
No, no.
I
Or
don't
if you're
I
too,
don't
if you're very, very lazy, you go, I don't know.
know. I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's Hannah's
I
favorite
don't
word.
know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's kind of funny, right? Okay, so the next one that I wanted to go through is okay, here we go. I'm gonna write this one out. Okay, and okay, here we go. It's a hot one today. Okay. It's a hot one today. Right? It's a hot one. Yeah, it's a hot one today. Okay. So the trick here is that when we read this sentence out loud, it's a hot one today, right? It's a hot one today. But if we're gonna speak it a little faster, and it's gonna love this. Okay, if we're gonna speak it a little faster, it's gonna look like it's a hot one today. Okay, so it's a hot one today turns into it's a hot one today. It's a hot one today. It's a hot one today. So the T is lightly, you're lightly saying the T word, right? It's a hot one today, right? So when you're speaking it quickly, it's a hot one today. It's a hot one today. It's a hot one today. So the T and the O on today, right, are not spoken, right? So the O isn't stressed for today, and the T isn't stressed for hot, right? So it's a hot one today. All right, so here's another one, right? I'm gonna choose a different color. Let's see. You gotta try it.
You gotta try it.
Yes, you gotta try it.
You gotta try it.
Yes.
You gotta try it.
Yes.
You
yes,
gotta try it.
yes, you gotta try it.
You gotta try it.
Yes.
You gotta try it.
If you speak it like, if you're gonna speak it slowly, it would look like you have got to try it, right? But
You
we
have.
say, yeah, so this is the long way. That's the long way to say it. Let me first here so you guys
You have got to
try it, yeah.
try it.
Yeah, but we would say it this way, right? We would say it, you gotta try it. Yeah, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. It's kind of like I was explaining in our last class. It's kind of like music, right? It's you gotta just let the rhythm go with it. I think I was talking to Jenny, and Toto can probably answer this question. Toto, when you're speaking in Vietnamese, you don't speak it slowly, and I assume that some words run together, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you're
Yes,
speaking,
yes.
for example, if you're saying, I'm not going to ask you to speak Vietnamese, but if you're saying, we're going to go to the zoo today. You see how quickly I spoke that? If you're teaching me how to say that, you're going to say it very slow, right? And I'm going to learn one word, how to say each word. But
Yeah, that's true.
casually, it's going to be you're flowing the words together. So every word is heard. Now, is every word stressed, or is sometimes a word not stressed in Vietnamese? Do you know what I mean by stress?
I know. So every sentence we have stress, so everyone can understand. And then the native speaker, they usually speak very stressed, very quick. And then we have stress in the sentence, not in each word.
So in Vietnamese, you have words that you don't really stress each letter, right? Or each sound.
Yes.
So, not to put you on the spot, what would be an example? What would be a simple example?
For example, xin chào. Xin chào. So when I teach you, this one is the hello, and when I teach you, it's really slow. Xin chào. But when we say xin chào,
I heard, yeah. So xin chào.
Yeah.
You're saying it
Yeah,
fast.
xin
You
chào.
don't hear each each contrast word, right? I got it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's basically, I think, the same in almost all languages, whether it's Spanish, German, Chinese, etc.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it's the
think,
same.
hello, Pongvan. Hello. So yeah. So I think this is very interesting to hear a different kind of perspective, because it's not like I'm gonna have a competition. Let's see. I'll give you guys another one. All right. So I wanted to actually kind of show you guys something here. So when we're saying the phrase, you gotta try it, it will actually sound like this when we're speaking in a fast way. Okay. Okay. So when you're speaking it in a faster way, it from you gotta try it to you have to try it. So sorry, from you have got to try it to you gotta try it, it will end up sounding like you gotta try it. You gotta try it. So like the T, excuse me. So the T is a little less, it's less stressed on. So it's, you gotta, the T's sound like a double D. Like pretty, right? Like I'm pretty good. So it's, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. You gotta try it. So it ends up sounding like a double D there. Okay. And the next one. Okay. All right, let's see here. I'll go to the next one.
You got it.
All right. All right, so another one is kind of a tricky one here. I'm gonna clear this and show you guys another one here. All right, and this is a little interesting here, okay? Thanks. I appreciate it. Oops, sorry. Thanks. I appreciate it. Okay? So that's simple enough. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right? But when we say it in a fast way, thank you, Hannah. We'll see you next time, okay, buddy?
Bye, teacher. Thank you,
All right.
teacher.
I may end up going to your classes today after this class is over. So I'll see you later, Hannah. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. So let's look at this. All right. So the TH is emphasized. So it's thanks, right? I should just do this so you guys, okay? And then appreciate, right? So this was a little tricky to understand, but I'm going to do my best to get you guys to understand. So thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, turns into thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks,
appreciate it.
appreciate.
Yeah. So it's very, so the T is gone, appreciate, right? So it's I appreciate it. Becomes basically one word, appreciate. It's like
Thanks,
almost,
appreciate.
yeah. So it's the it and appreciate is kind of becoming one word. So it's thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks. I
Appreciate.
appreciate it.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I appreciate.
I
Thanks,
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So the T is very like a I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Appreciate.
Okay.
Appreciate.
Yeah, very good, very good. Good job. And let's see. We'll do one more. Okay, so if you want to be more casual with that, you could say this here. Okay. All right. And I am here. Okay. So if you want to be more casual, you can say, thanks. I appreciate. Thanks. Appreciate. Appreciate. So you're not even saying the A there. It's not even sad. It's just being more it's more fast. Just, thanks, appreciate.
Thanks, appreciate.
Yeah, appreciate. Okay, let's go to the store or whatever. Thanks, appreciate for your help or whatever you want to say. Thanks, appreciate, appreciate. I've been in China for 5.5 years, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of get back into that habit because I'm speaking English so slowly and not as casual as I'm used to. So I've kind of lost that touch. Okay, here's another common one that will be emphasized here. And this is the last one, and then I'm going to show you guys something here, okay? Because I don't know if everybody who joined followed my rules. I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt that everyone commented on my post. That's what I'm really wanting. So the last one that I have is this, okay? Okay, so here's the word, no problem. No problem, okay? So we have no and then PROBLEM. So that turns into, no problem, no problem, no problem. Because you're just kind of like, just no problem, no problem. Just very
no
casual.
Problem.
Yeah. So no problem becomes, no problem, no problem, right?
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Good job.
No
Vivek.
problem.
No
No
problem.
problem.
Your hands
No
are
problem.
back.
Problem.
No
Yeah.
No
problem.
problem.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
No problem.
Yes.
Good job. So I'm gonna make a post right now, as you can see, right? Thanks everyone for coming to the class. Please share about your please share about your experience, right? So I'm going to say, thanks everyone for coming to the class. Please share about your experience. And I'm going to I'll post photos later. So I'll add photos to the post later. If you have screenshots, you can share them too. That's perfect. Please share any screenshots, okay? And what I'd like you guys to do after the class is over, which I'm going to end in about 2 minutes, is I want you guys to go to my post, please, and share your experience. If you got screenshots, share a screenshot. If you have something to comment about it, and anything you want to say, okay? And that's how you support me. And that really, really will help me give you guys more classes. The more interaction I have, the more classes I can give, okay? So I'm gonna post this right now. As you can see, it's been posted. And you guys don't necessarily need to share, I mean, you could share this and say, hey, I had a class with Teacher Grant. This is what we learned about. It's quite interesting to learn. Whatever it is you want to say, all right? The more interaction I get, the more classes I can give. The more motivated I am to give you guys classes. And that goes the same when Teacher Toto's doing a class, when Teacher Arsh is doing a class, when Teacher John is doing a class, if Frank is doing a class, if whoever is doing a class, if Hannah is doing a class, okay? If she's doing a Vietnamese class with her friends, when she's finished, we all support each other. The more support we give each other, the more it can help our community, okay? Because it literally took me 30 seconds to write that post down, right? So there can't be an excuse. I think Hannah knows how to type on a keyboard too, right? She's smiling. She knows what I'm saying. Okay, so it just takes a couple minutes just to thank the teachers, to comment, to share. Okay, I see people kind of joining or leaving. So thank you everyone for joining, and I'm going to post
Thanks, Teacher Grant. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, teacher. Appreciate.
Yeah, thank you guys. But you guys can also show your appreciation by commenting. And hey, let's see. Let's do one screen share shot. Everyone smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Yeah, good enough.
It was incredible class. Thank you, Teacher John Grant.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm happy. We have less than 2 minutes. Free for all. Teacher Toto, Teacher Arsh, Frank. Anyone want to say anything before we end? Hannah, you want to say anything to the class? You want to say anything to the class?
Yes.
What do you want to say, Hannah? I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know what to say? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. All right. Hopefully,
I'm really happy.
Yes, go ahead.
Teacher, I'm really happy to be here today. The last time you said to me, wake up early and attend the class.
I'm so happy to attend the class, yeah. And I actually did it an hour later because I know some times are different and I know it can be difficult for some people to join. But, you know, the time difference is big, but like I said, I guess, you know, if there was a Kyrgyzstan class that was happening. Hello, hi. Hi. Anyways, you know, so you guys kind of have to make a time sacrifice sometimes. So 8 o'clock is not so early, I think. The last time I did a class, it was 8 o'clock. And
she's going to open.
Yeah. So, Beatles, you had a question, but we have less than a minute. So this class is going to end. So I'm going to end it, you guys. Thank you, everyone. And I'll try to do the class again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
My pleasure, you guys.
Thank you, teacher.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. I love your waving, Hannah. Like, bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Teacher Grant.
Bye-bye.
You are awesome.
Thank you, you guys. All right.